Hey, it's Jennifer Sparks, and today we're going to be checking out the new and improved LaGuardia Airport in New York City. LaGuardia is one of 3 New York City's major airports and runs mostly domestic flights. I'm traveling today with my husband Kelly, and we are flying JetBlue to New Orleans. This is our first time visiting since the remodel, and our first impressions were like, wow, what is this? What happened to LaGuardia? It has gone through a major transformation. We were personally traveling with 2 small suitcases, so we bypassed all the ticketing. For those of you that are new to air travel, the ticketing area is where you could get your boarding passes. You could get luggage tags for your luggage. This is also where you will be leaving your larger luggage. You could also use the airline's mobile app to access your boarding pass. There really is no need to print it unless you like to have one to hold or to save for memories. But we are going to bypass all of this and go straight to security. Kelly and I both have pre-TSA. If you plan on traveling often, I highly recommend thinking about getting pre-TSA check. It really saves you a lot of time and aggravation while waiting in line. The lines are much shorter and the process is a lot easier. Unfortunately, I was not able to film that. I'm never able to film it. It is against policy, and I would get in trouble, and that is a terrible way to start my trip. There are 3 terminals at LaGuardia Airport. This is Terminal B. And it appears like this is the place to be. It is amazing. Very visually impressive. Here is a look at the water feature show. It stopped me dead in my tracks. I was like, what is that? It's almost like an upside down waterfall. And it's just all different colors and music. It was really incredible. Great place to chill and hang out if you have some time to kill. But we are going to go to our gate, and I'm going to film some of what you can see along the way on your way to the gates. Some airlines that you could find in Terminal B are Air Canada, United, American Airlines, JetBlue, and Southwest. We are personally flying JetBlue on the way to New Orleans, and we are flying Southwest on the way home. Buying round-trip airfare with the same company is probably less confusing, and I think that's what most people do, but I personally just buy my one way, and then I figure out how I'm going to get home later. I kind of search what time works best for me and what the best prices are. You could come to LaGuardia hungry. There is a lot of food choices here. Everything's going to be a little more expensive than anywhere else, probably equivalent to like a casino or Las Vegas. You know, those are the places I visit a lot. So it's not outrageous to me, but expect to pay more than you would in your hometown. Here is a look at a JetBlue plane. This was not our plane. Our plane was late. Everyone's plane was late because they were experiencing storms in the south. And look, another level. This is where you're going to find all of the gates and a lot more dining and shopping options. Also in this video today, I'm going to be taking you on board our JetBlue flight, and I'm going to show you what it's like to fly to New Orleans. And I'm also going to be taking you off of the flight, and we're going to be seeing a little bit of the New Orleans airport. So if you're thinking of doing this route, stick to the end of this video to see what to expect. I like to create these videos for a memory for myself, plus to help other people that are unfamiliar with airports or this new particular airport, like if you've never seen LaGuardia, or maybe you're terrified to fly and you want to know before you go and you want to see what it's like. I like to help other people. I get a lot of nice compliments on these videos from people that were scared, and it makes me feel good. So I hope you're enjoying this video. If you are, can you do me a favor and please hit the like button? It really helps my algorithm to reach other people that may be looking for a video like this. And if you want to see more of my travel videos, if you like the way I do my videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. I video pretty much everywhere I go. It really makes me feel good to help other people make better plans for themselves on their upcoming trips. The planes are starting to board. It was a little bottleneck when we first got there, but it's better weather and people are really excited. This plane was waiting for a long time. They're really happy. I personally don't mind waiting in airports, but I'm going on a cruise, so I made sure that I went the day before because you don't want to be stressed out. Things happen, whether it's weather or mechanical. I mean, be grateful if there's a mechanical problem that they're fixing it, but always allow enough time if you're going on a cruise. Honestly, you believe like you have a ticket, they're going to wait. They don't wait. You have to be there at their scheduled departure time, whether you're on an island or the departure port. You have to be there on time or they leave. The next videos I'm going to be creating, the next one I'm going to make is while we're on airports, I'm going to make my Southwest flight from New Orleans to LaGuardia. After that, we're going to be doing videos about our stay in New Orleans. Then I'll be sharing tours of the Carnival Glory and our 7-night stay on that. It was so much fun. And finally, I'm going to be taking you to Biloxi, Mississippi. It's a casino town that is new to me. I've never been there. Really excited. We did a lot in this, I think it was like an 11-day trip. We're still exhausted, but I'm excited to bring these videos to you. LaGuardia was not my first choice. It was like my only choice. I live in Connecticut. They did have flights, but I would have had to do a connecting, and I was looking for something that was straight through. After much debate about how we were going to get back and forth, we ended up parking with Laz. It's L-A-Z. I think it's called Laz. Anyway, the place I chose because it was the best deal and there was a shuttle. There is also long-term parking right on site, then has buses that will take you to the parking lots, but it is more expensive. I did get a really good deal, but it was a little inconvenient and a little wacky, my experience with Laz. Wow, all this chatting and it's already time to go on the plane. With JetBlue, we were able to pick our seats before we even got on the plane, and we chose the last row. We ended up with the whole row to ourselves. JetBlue has TV, it has internet. It's a very good flight if you want to go with a flight that has entertainment. Okay, it's time to take off. It's a little windy, it's very rainy, but we got this. We're gonna be good. It's always less crowded in the back. It's less desirable. It's usually a lot of families. The bathroom's back there, so it's always less crowded. So a lot of times we ended up with the whole row by ourselves. Most domestic planes are 3 and 3 across, and then the aisle and 3 across. I prefer the window seat personally. I love to watch the whole adventure. Some people feel like when they're in the window seat that they are crowded or stuck, and I feel the opposite. I feel like when I'm on the aisle seat that I'm stuck. It's funny the difference in how people's minds work. Like, I like to see out where some people feel like they need to have an escape. It's kind of interesting, the human mind. Okay, now we're approaching the South. This is my first time ever going to Louisiana. It's very exciting. This is like a cross it off the list kind of bucket list tour for us. Like, we've never been to Louisiana, New Orleans, never been to Biloxi, never went on this cruise, never went to these islands we're going to go on. Everything we're doing is new to us. So, I highly recommend it. If you're watching this video and you're like, I want to do it too, do it. Because there's so many times I'm like, maybe I should cancel that. I don't know. Do we have enough money? Do we really need to do this? Yes, you do. The memories are priceless. And I think about it. We did so much in those 11 days. Those 11 days, if I was home, I would never, ever remember it. I have so many memories and laughs from these 11 days. It's so worth it. And if you're afraid of flying, just do it. Honestly, just do it. You're going to be okay. You have more of a chance getting in trouble on the way to the airport than you do being on the plane, honestly. And before you know it, it's over, and then it's done, and then you have that strong accomplishment that I did it. I conquered my fear. I am very lucky personally that I have never had a fear of entering a plane, but I have had struggles, big time struggles driving a car. I know it sounds crazy. When I was 16, I could drive all over the place, and one day it just hit. I'm like, I can't even turn it on. My anxiety was insane. Like, I felt like I was so disconnected from the vehicle. Like, my hands would swell and I felt like I was going to pass out. It was horrible. Thank God that doesn't happen to me anymore, but I do understand the anxiety. I think one day I just woke up and I said, I'm just going to take this anxiety and make it my bitch. I am not going to let you ruin my life. It's almost like I had to step outside of myself and I don't know, just like shake the inside of me like, what is wrong with you? You can do this. You can do this. I had to be my own cheerleader. And really, honestly, I can't say like it would never come back. I'm sure if I allowed it, it would. But man, if you have the opportunity to travel, do it. Honestly, do it. You will be okay. Welcome to New Orleans. The ride took about 3 hours and was pretty smooth. JetBlue does serve snacks and non-alcoholic drinks. You can order alcoholic drinks for a fee. You could also purchase pillows, blankets, and earphones. I enjoyed the flight. I felt the seats were very comfortable, and I enjoyed having the internet. I could say that I don't need it. It's nice to have the break, but having the internet and being able to text people and to work on my videos and stuff, that was really cool. Definitely a nice added benefit. Now let's go check out Nola's airport. Wow, another gorgeous airport. Look at this place. It's beautiful. I actually like being in airports. I always wonder where everyone's going. So after any airport adventure, the next thing we need to discuss, how are we going to get to our hotel? I would have to say it's kind of comparable to Orlando. When I fly to MCO, you have to get an Uber or a Lyft or something to get you to Disney or Universal. It's similar with New Orleans. It's not very close. It's about 20 minutes away. I did some research ahead of time, and it seemed like taxis are very readily available. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go outside and see if there's a taxi line. I do that in Las Vegas too. It's a set price. There are no surprises. You don't have to mess with your phone. You just go and wait in line. They point to which taxi to go into. It's just very easy. How exciting. We're going to be going to a Marriott Residence Inn. We're going to be walking around Bourbon Street in New Orleans and having a good time. It's all good stuff. I'm going to leave some future playlists right here for you. If you want to see more of our trip, just click on one of these playlists right here. I'll take you right to it. But whatever you do, make sure you book that trip. Pack your bags and go. This is your host, Jennifer Sparks. Be well to yourself and kind to others. Safe travels to you.